Hello and welcome back to Tammy's Antique Vintage Dolls and More. And today we're going to talk about eyes again. Now these are a pair of old eyes of a doll that I'm working on out in the workshop. Now the thing is, I did glue a pair of eyes into her head and they look nice. But I got looking at her old eyes again and I'm starting to stockpile a bunch of these up. And I know a lot of people have been telling me you can pop the irises right out. I've known about it also. I've been investigating it and everything like that before I was even told. But it was nice to hear it again because what it does is it brings you back to it again. And I thought, okay, I got to sit down and deal with this. So last night, just out of pure whim, I just took a knife and out came the irises out of these eyes. And you can see they're done. There's no beauty left in them at all. You know, they came right out. I mean, you have to work on them a little bit, but they do come out. So I thought, okay, I got it out now. What do I do? What do I put in there? So remember, I'm back on one of my videos, just a little bit back, about maybe the last one or so. You go back. I was doing a thing about surplus on dolls, and I took a doll apart. Well, I also took out her iris, and I popped it out, and look what happens. Now, my husband measured it, and we'll show you how we measure, and in it goes right there. I cleaned up the eye here. I cleaned up down here. Now, this is going to get a repaint, but there you go, just to give you an idea. Here, let me cover this eye up, just so that you can see that one eye. Look how much nicer.
Put it lower so the light hits it better.
Look how nice that looks. And she's got a new eye. And that came out of a doll that I got from the Sally Ann. And right away, I was able to put new irises in her eyes. So now what I got to do is pull out these eyelashes, put her in some new ones, which I can do, repaint down here, and I've got her bar, and just put her bar back in, and I got a pair of eyes that are ready to go. So now that I'm getting the idea of how to do this, this is exciting. So I thought I'd share this with you, just what I'm doing and how these dolls that you pick up from the used store, how handy they can be. Now, you don't have to get a doll from a used store. You can buy these eyes from Doll Part Supply, and you can pull out their irises from there just as well. So there are ways of getting these eyes if you can't find, you know, the eyes, the irises, you know, like the eyes from another doll around about you. They can be ordered from Doll Part Supplies. You can get blinking eyes, they're called, and then you can pull the irises out and just put them in. So I'm going to, today my job is to paint this up. I think the tops look pretty good. I don't think they need much more. I'm going to clean this up just a little bit more, and I think they look good on the top for flesh tone. My biggest concern is this yellow up around the eye, which is just not coming off. So my next thing is to clean this up, paint it, and glue the irises in, and plunk them, take those eyes out that I glued in. They were only glued with E6000. They'll come back out, no problem. Believe me, I will rip them out. And I'm going to be putting this in her head.
Show them how you cleaned the top of the eye.
Oh, what I did was I just took some goof off. Yeah, I forgot. I just took some goof off in a bowl. And I just went around with a Q-tip and went around like this. Cleaned the inside here too as well. Because remember, nothing's been cleaned on these eyes for years. And these are cracked. So I imagine dirt got through, you know, somehow. Anyways, they did look dirty down in there. And I just went around. And you can see my Q-tips. This is the black that all came off. The tops of these eyes here. And the black just kept coming off and coming off and coming off. But I don't think there's any more to come. I think I've got them as cleaned as what they're going to look now. So the next thing is to plop that back out, paint around here. Just give it a nice white with my oil paint. And then just sit back and let it dry. And then put this back in, glue it in. And well, first I want to put some eyelashes in. And then put her irises back in. And I have learned how to fix these old eyes, and I wanted to share it with everybody and let everybody know, yeah, there is a way to do this. I'm glad and I'm happy. What have you got to say about it, John?
I'm happy too.
You should be. Anyways, so there's two happy people here, and the eyes have it.
Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.